when people tell me, well, I don't do this to make money, I go, obviously. They don't do the things necessary to make money, but it's also a lie. I mean, then why don't you just teach for free? But they don't. Just go to a club and teach for free if you don't do it for money. They just don't want to put the effort out to make a real career out of this. So they're a terrible example to their students. So they don't create any instructors. So you're a disservice to the whole industry if you don't make enough to be financially abundant. That's our calling in life from the Bible, to be abundant from life, not to be broke. And you don't have to make money in the martial arts, but it's certainly better for your family if you do. Now, I know a lot of people that have a career, so they do martial arts as a hobby. Well, then don't expect to make money in that. And I had great examples. When I was in Omaha working for, it wasn't the ATA then, it was the Midwest Karate Federation. I was there before there was the ATA. But I went to Master Reed's house, and he had done it by having a martial arts school. And his house, to me, was a mansion at that time. And I was there and going, this is what I'm going to do. When I left Omaha, I didn't concentrate on making money, though. I concentrated from day one on making instructors. When I concentrate, everybody else was trying to get white belts. I was concentrating on making instructors. I think that made all the difference in the world for me. I mean, that helped me. The very first year I was in business, I netted over $100,000.
Wow.
And that was a mindset Master Reed had told me. He said, I want you to go down there in the first year and do 100,000. And I busted my butt to do it. When I called him after that, about usually every February for the last, until he died, we got together. And I said, well, I did it. I netted I had to pay tax on $100,000. That was so painful. He said, what do you mean? I said, no, I had $100,000 worth of taxable income, which I was just finding out what that meant. He said, why? He said, you told me to. He said, I told you to gross $100,000. So I had no clue. Now, in those days, my overhead was, I really did about 144,000 gross. But he said, and so I said, oh, I must have misunderstood you. So from after that, I set high goals, expecting to reach them.
Yeah.
Your expectation. He said, I told you to gross $100,000 because people weren't really making money in the 70s. They weren't, but he was, and he was trying to help people. He was very inspirational financially, and Grandmaster H. Lee was very inspirational developing instructors and understand how important they were. The only asset we have in our business is our people. Not money, not buildings, not rent, not a new car. Our people are the only asset worth worrying about. And I was lucky enough to understand both of those from day one. Here's the goal: go make this money. Concentrate on instructors.
Yeah. Wow.
Not build a bunch of students. Not test 100 people. Not how many active students do you have. You get that information from people that don't know martial art, don't know business.